It looks like Jonathan Nagoff from Pro Boxing Fans has another question. So Jonathan, please go ahead when ready, sir.
Yeah, Kell, I spoke to Johnny Nelson and he said that Kell Brook doesn't take himself away to Future Ventura for nothing, and that going out there, you're going to be concentrated and fully focused on this fight. But he said that you have to be at your best for 12 rounds to win this. What have you made? What have you ensured? What have you done to ensure that you're going to be at your best on Saturday night to beat Terence Crawford?
You know, I've got to do absolutely everything right. I'm fighting the best pound-for-pound fighter, so you'd have to be an absolute idiot to not prepare fuller. So I've been meticulous for my training, and I've been making sure I'm the first one in the gym and the last one out, and putting the hard work in. Where fighters, want to stop, I keep going forward. So, I've got in reserves for this fight, and I've been watching my weight, and just being focused, being away from my girls and knowing what I'm doing it for. And, I'm fully focused on this fight. I've never been ready for a fight like this before. So I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to whatever Terence brings, because I can match him. I'm ready for a war.
Do you believe you stop Terence Crawford on Saturday night?
I believe I stop him or he quits on stool.
Cheers, Kell.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I'm looking at a couple more questions in the queue. So just hold on one second while I get to the next question. Looks like JR Bell has one more question. So JR, please go ahead.
Now, given this fight against Terence Crawford, and a lot of people are talking about him being the top pound-for-pound guy, but you have faced a couple of guys that have been either listed in the pound-for-pound list or are in the list, in Errol Spence and Gennady Golovkin. So in this particular fight, what are you going to do in there to show that you are among one of the skilled fighters in the welterweight division?
I'm gonna have to show something I've never shown, and the preparation. Like Muhammad Ali says, before the bright lights, the hard work was in before the bright lights. So I'm fully prepared. Terence Crawford has never been in with a welterweight, the size and the confidence and everything that I own. He's not been in with Golovkin and Errol Spence, these pound for pound champions. He's never been in with anybody. And I'm prepared better than I did against these guys, and I'm fully healthy and ready. So, he knows he's in a massive fight. He knows he's gonna have his hands full. He knows this is self.
And Kell, before we get to the next question, just tell everybody. A lot of times when people travel from long distances for training camp, there's concern. That they did not come, far enough time to acclimate. How many weeks have you spent in Las Vegas? When did you arrive, and how long did it take you to fully acclimate to sort of the Western time zone and being 8 hours behind from where you came from?
It takes me about 10 days, and I'm there now. I'm feeling tired at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm sleeping away through till 7, 8 morning, like I did back in England. So my body clock's adjusted to the Vegas time now. So everything's on point. The sleeping, my body clock's there. Everything is there. What's needed to win this fight.
Thank you very much for that, Kell. We have a couple more questions, and I know you got to get to training, so we will let you get to that, which is most important at this late juncture of training camp. Gail, please go. You're up, so please go ahead when ready.
Thank you very much, Kell. A lot of this discussion has brought up questions that indicate the doubters that are out there. Do you use that doubt to fuel you, much like you had doubters before you fought Sean Porter and you were able to take the win there? Do you turn that into a positive for yourself?
Big dog. You've got a big dog there like me. Big dog, ain't you? Listen, them doubters, they're the ones what I can see certain people doubting me and calling me out, who I know as well, and they're the ones what make me want to do that extra round and push on harder, because I can't wait to see them after the fight. I can't wait to see them when I'm crowned the champion, of the world. And again, and I'm not just a normal champion. I want that Ring Magazine belt. I want to be the best fighter pound for pound in the world. I want to take his title there. There's a lot at stake for me, and I've got the pressure is on myself to go out there and be great.
Thank you very much, Gail. And now the dog has stolen the show. That was impressive. Next week, a couple more questions. We're going to go back to the UK. Our friends at Boxing UK. You should unmute, so please go ahead when ready.
Hi, Kell. It's Steve from Boxing UK.
How you doing, Steve?
Hello, mate. Kell, if you pull this off at the weekend, it's going to go down as one of the greatest performances abroad by a Brit. Are you disappointed that the TV coverage over here isn't what it should be for such a big fight?
I'm disappointed. I've been with Sky Sports for years. They've seen me fight, become world champion. They've seen me being in some thrillers. And it's a shame that they're not picking this fight up. But you've got to spin it into a positive. It's going to be on Premier Sports. All the fans are going to be able to see it still, but the platform would have been the best on Sky, wouldn't it?
It would have, mate. And you've already touched on the answer to the next one. If you do the job, is there a rematch clause, and would you bring them back over to the UK?
The rematch clause, and you, mate, you'll be able to see it, won't you?
Good man. Do you still love the Geordies?
Still love the Geordies.
Good lad. Kell, best of luck on Saturday, mate.
Top man.
Hey, thank you very much for that. And as a reminder to our great fans in the UK, it is available on Premier Sports 1 sometime, I guess late Saturday night / early Sunday morning. So remind everybody in the UK that it's on a subscription cable network over there in the UK. So anybody who wants to watch it will have the opportunity to do so. Kell, before we let you go, any final thoughts as you head into your last week of training camp, and as we are now, I guess, 5 days out from the biggest fight of your career?
Yeah, my mind's focused now on training on the game plan and executing the game plan this Saturday night.
Well, all business, Kell, as usual. Kell, we appreciate your time. We'll let you get back to training. And thank you once again. And as a reminder, we will take a few minute break while we wait Joshua Franco. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kell. We'll be back with everybody soon. Thank you.
Thank you.